There's 30 of them. Let's give it just a minute more. We're going to start streaming. Okay, we're good. Okay, guys. Hey, everybody on Team Up Facebook page. I apologize. We're a few minutes late because I didn't want to break any copyright infringement laws because I was sharing some Bob Heilig information and I've had my fingers. I'm not seeing, Kathy, that we are
Me
streaming.
neither. I'm waiting. I'm looking.
Thanks for your patience, everybody. Paula looks like she's going hunting.
I'm just trying to stay warm.
Sorry, but guys, I don't know why it didn't go.
Are we going? Well, let me just start then, and you keep working on the streaming, Kathy. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So let's go back to the first piece of information that Bob shared with us. He said consumers will be highly selective. What he said in his podcast this morning is that they're going to squeeze that dollar. All right. They're going to want incredible value for the money that they are spending. Okay. And that should not be an issue for us. Look what we represent, right? The most researched product on the planet, something that reaches people's cellular structure, a product that changes everybody's physiology. So our job is going to be to convey that so a consumer knows that they are getting the best bargain, all right, the best reward for their purchase. So he talked about being a light in the world. Now, this is a business coach having these conversations. All right. So, you know, guys, we've come through COVID. We've come through several issues with all things digital. We are literally rebranding Juice Plus. Okay. I see that we are. Okay. Everybody on Team Up. Sorry for the delay. All right. So what does this mean to be a light in the world? Well, it means to come out of fear. Okay. And we've all been in fear, you know, COVID and messaging, all of the controversy about so many things. We've put up with challenges with all things digital. And so right now, Juice Plus is a company. It's a rebirth. And so I want to tell you right now that you can stand in faith and be that light, because we have something, again, that changes health at the cellular level. We can be that light and that beacon of hope for better health for people that are looking out there. So be a light in the darkness and consumers will automatically be drawn to you. So more consumers are looking to do business with people who share their values. Okay, so I'm thinking about today, spent a lot of time thinking about this, not just today. I've been thinking about this since last Wednesday. Team Up. Okay, you know, we could identify with hundreds of values, right? All you got to do is be a student of Brene Brown, and there's pages and pages of values. But I thought that as a team and as an organization, what are our values? Well, I see it everywhere in the organization. Faith. And this is not just the religion that you practice. Faith is how you feel about living in the world today, about being optimistic for a brighter future, about being optimistic that we have something that can change the health of people. Faith encompasses so many things. So yes, there's faith. How about family? I would say family is a huge value in the Team Up organization. And I'm going to list all of them. I came up with 5 F words: faith, family, fitness. Now, fitness is the umbrella for universal wellness, but I wanted an F word. Finances. I mean, you know, without the Juice Plus business, it's my livelihood. You know, the $500 a month that some of you make, I mean, it changes your lifestyle. For me, it pays the mortgage. Okay, so faith, family, fitness, finances, and fun. Guys, we have fun. Jamie Cantrell, keep your F words clean, Terry. I'm trying, Jamie. That's why we're streaming late. Okay. I did all the nonsense before we started streaming. Okay. So now look at Sarah, a value, freedom. That's a value that we can talk about. So I want you guys to think about what are our values, and friendship. Boy. Yeah. So many of you, I didn't know before Juice Plus, so many of you become my dear, precious, best friends. I can't imagine doing life without you. So these are our values, and this is what we can convey to customers and prospects. Now, Bob talked about mission. Share your mission. Well, you know, fellowship. Yes, Nancy. The company's mission is to inspire healthy living around the world. And I think that's great for the company, but personally, I want something more compelling and more captivating than that. So let's go back to Stuart's goal. Stuart's goal, she's our president, our CEO, said that in the next 5 years, she's going to double Juice Plus business. And I completely believe that she's going to do that. What's a huge part of our business? It's the children's health study. Is it not? And right now we can lay claim to 1.5 million families with children receiving free product. So if Stuart meets her goal, that means in the next 5 years, we will easily have another 1.5 million families on the children's health study. Children receiving free product. Is that a mission you can get excited about? Is that a message that excites you to convey that message? Well, it does me. You know, I had a precious friend who passed away, maybe 15 years ago, and she was an author, and she was writing a book that never got published. And the name of that book was The Next Endangered Species, the American Child. And we have something that is changing the health of children at the cellular level. Is that a mission that you can get behind? Yeah. I would love to see more posting about that on Facebook and in your one-on-one conversations. Don't tell me that that's not a mission that is not going to resonate with absolutely everybody that you come into contact with. And our friend Kelly Ballard, who's under Jamie's organization today, we were talking about mission and the F words that we're coming up with. And she said, our Juice Plus is fit for every family. Wow, isn't that beautiful? So what does that mean to be a light? That's what that means to me, to be a light. Values that resonate with people and mission statements and missions that we can be behind. Now, remember, Bob talked about consumer experiences, and that if we don't provide it, they will abandon us and they will seek someone that does provide it. Okay, so customer experiences. Guys, I think I used to be better at this 20 years ago than I am now. Okay, so I think I'm going to take you back to old school, but I also want you thinking about the companies that you know that you spend dollars on that do provide good experiences for you. And if you want to put those in the chat line, I think that might be interesting. But I'm going to go back to helping to create experiences old school. But before that, don't you think it makes sense, before we can provide an experience, we have to know why people are saying yes to Juice Plus? Oh, ho, ho. So that means we're going to have to ask more questions, you know, going back to what we've been talking about since the middle of January. You know, what are your health goals? What are your family's health goals? Do you have any family health goals? You know, do you have any health challenges? Tell me more about that. Once we identify why they want Juice Plus or the need that they want us to meet with Juice Plus, that's where the experience starts. So for me personally, I'm going to go back to some of the things I used to do 20 years ago. It's called snail mail. Any of you still go to your mailbox?
It's a week.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, snail mail. What if, now most of my customers are Trio customers. Okay, and this is going to go a little bit back to what Jamie had talked about with their Eat and Share program. Every time I get a new customer, I'm going to send a welcome letter, and I'm going to include the sample packets, a sample packet of our vanilla complete and a sample packet of our chocolate complete. And I'm just going to thank them. I'm going to thank them for being a customer and to get ready because they're going to have an experience. Okay, I'm going to start planting the seed right away. 30 days in, I'm going to send them a questionnaire. This is something that we used to do years ago. Kathy, do you have that questionnaire? And I'm going to send them this questionnaire. It's the experience survey. And this is going to go out about 30 days after they're on the product. And I'm going to be saying, and my message is going to be at the top. Hey guys, be aware. You've been on Juice Plus now. You've been on Juice Plus for 30 days. You may already be experiencing some of these benefits, but if not, pay attention because I know that very soon you'll be checking off these boxes. All right. This is kind of experiential. All right. And then 60 days in, I'm going to send in the mail the Children's Health Study results. What children are experiencing around the world eating and taking Juice Plus. And that sets me up for the 90-day conversation. You can text them, have them pull up the survey. What are you experiencing? Tell me more about that. But just by doing these small steps, okay, you're helping to create the experience. And of course, along the way, you're constantly telling your story, what Juice Plus has meant to you and what it means to your family. And then, of course, customer experience is if they give you specific information, you know, I want to start Juice Plus because I have arthritis. You know, my dad is type 2 diabetic. Guys, boards on your phone. We have tons of backup information about every single disease condition that you can imagine. Experiential. I'll be posting this, Edry, on the Team Up Facebook page, the questionnaire. Okay. All right. And so I'll have all this for you. So boards. It's the library at your fingertips. Okay. Abby.
I just wanted to share really quick, Terry. You were talking about snail mail, and I'll put the link here, but I wanted to share a couple things that I put in my snail mail. So Emily Otten is an NMD, and she created these little cards. So it says, thank you. Every time you order Juice Plus, a donation is made on your behalf to children in need. The Juice Plus Foundation is dedicated to improving the state of children's health and nutrition around the world and works toward this goal through the support of several child and family-centered charities. So then all the charities that we support are at the bottom of this. So this would be something really fun to include. And then she has these two cards, a juicy tips and tricks with like the online portal, Truth Tells, Farm Fresh, you know, putting it in a landing zone. And then this last one is the research. So those are, I'll put the link below for her little Etsy shop. But I think those getting little cards like that, you know, that kind of create a fun package, make for, I don't know about you, but I like, you know, reading little cute things like that if I open something in the mail. So
Well, you know what I like about that, Abby, too, is that it's not, you know, we're not sending them a novel to read.
Yeah.
It's little short, just out of curiosity, price wise.
Yeah, so she charges, let me look here really quick. So $25 for a 20 pack, and you also get envelope, or you don't, I stand corrected. You do not get envelopes with them. But she has 10% going on right now. So, a
Okay.
code that you can provide for that. So,
Yeah, could you do that, Abby? Because
Yeah.
again, that's experiential. That's experiential. And so we can take advantage of some of the programs and some of the tools that are out there. And again, something that's experiential, guys, shred. Last month, our shred was so much fun. I've never seen that much participation. We did Hungry for Health, and we had so much participation. And of course, under the Team Up umbrella, you're all shredding in different places. My shred spot is Transform 2023. And I've paid Nicole Fletcher to come out with some images for us, because this shred is going to be all based about love, of course, because it's Valentine's Day and all that. And I think that if you've been to on the Team Up Facebook page, you've seen some of the teaser images that you can start using. Alicia, I saw you post something today with one of the images for the shred. I think that was you. Congratulations. But some of the images that we'll have conversations about for shred is, I think it's all about love. You know, I love this deep restorative sleep. I love having enough energy so I can move my body. I love improved recovery from exercise. I love craving healthier foods, because you know all these things happen. Okay. I love hydrating my cells. I love the benefits of fasting. Okay, guys. I love this. I love my hair and my nails, because boy, that was not the case before Juice Plus for me. I love my glowing skin. And you know that the longer you're on Juice Plus, we all become one of the shiny people, because we start to glow. How about this? I love better elimination. We'll have some little poop signs on there. Okay. And I love this raffle. And we're going to have, you know, on Transform, we'll have 3 raffles that we'll do throughout the shred. So again, these are ideas for experiences. Doesn't cover it all, but it's a starting point, right? It's a starting point. So anything that you have to offer in terms of mission, vision, something that's compelling, I want you to show up on a Monday night and share that. Okay, because this is a team effort. This is a mastermind opportunity. So we're going to sum it up. In 2023, it's more important than ever to sell yourself in a way that you know people will resonate with you, whether that's on the phone, whether you're texting, whether you are one-on-one with someone, whether you are on social media. Mission matters. 1.5 million new families. Vision and values matter. Intentions and philosophies matter. Start talking more about these things than you do your product and your company, and consumers will favor you in 2023. Be yourself, be authentic. All right, so leads are coming in, and we're going to run over time here. I'm sorry tonight, guys. Just the way it is. Leads are coming in. How many of you have seen the new short clip, a minute and a half, that was released this week? Kathy, do you want to show that? Again, because of these commercials, leads are coming in. We're going to take a look at this. Okay, if you haven't seen that, isn't it great? It's so beautifully done. I love it. Okay, so leads are coming in. Show of hands, how many people have received a lead? Oh my God, Tina Calabrese, Amelia, Nancy, Jamie Cantrell. Jamie got 3 leads. Sonia Marquez. They're coming in. And so you have to be qualified. And so tonight, what we're going to do right now is we have a new qualifier with us under the Jamie Cantrell umbrella, frontline or practically frontline to Abby. I claim her as mine. Abby, why don't you introduce our newest qualifier?
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, so Tasha just qualified her business today. So month 1 for her. So I'm so excited. So Tasha, I know Terry, you were going to ask her to share a little something.
Yeah, guys, what you need to know is that Tasha came on board with us. First of all, she's one of my Oregonian babies. Okay, so came on board in September of 2022. Okay, she's qualified. So Tasha, how did you do this, my friend? What did you do? Because you see, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. Congratulations. So maybe a word or two of advice or wisdom or something that you can share.
I'm first of all glad that Abby gave me a heads up that you were gonna ask me. I just try and be really real with people, honestly. I don't like being car salesman, is what I call it. I don't like being messaged 1,000 times, so I just try and be really, upfront in a message, try and get to know the person. A lot of the people that I talk to are already people that I do know. But just, understanding them, I really kind of went with what you said on listening to people and making it a very true experience for them versus, maybe just what my true experience is or anybody else. If they want to know stories, that's awesome. But I really try and hone in making it about them.
You know what you do, Tasha? Number one, you are an incredible student. You've been on the Monday night call almost every Monday night since you said yes and signed up. All right, so showing up. I bet you have walked away from every single call with a nugget. The other thing that Tasha does beautifully is she leans in to her upline support team. How should I handle this? What should I say? What should I do? How should I handle this? What should I say? What should I do? Okay. 5 generations of people are paid on your activity, Tasha. 5 people are paid on your activity, and you're figuring out how to use their wisdom and their knowledge. So congratulations. This is just the beginning for you. All right, guys. The other thing that I'm super excited about is that, yeah, the leadership is showing up strong, all sorts of AROs for the leadership. But what I was looking at was how many new partners and partner pluses have hit the leaderboard this month. 2 under Jerry Moran. Congratulations, Jerry. Regina, Heather, I think 2 under Steph Fletch, one of them, Megan Barrett, Renee Barker, Nicole Fletcher is doing something out there. Debbie Beckham, 8 new AROs. The list goes on. And what this says to me, 2 under Judy Strickler. So what this says to me is that the leadership is doing a great job coaching. That makes me so happy. All right, congratulations there. Okay, our friend Amy Hopkins. If you can hang in there with us, we're going to have Amy share another nugget from her Atomic Habits book that she's reading, which is transformational. Amy, what you got for us tonight?
Tonight, I want to talk about 2 things. As some of y'all know, some of us are doing some coaching from a guy named Brandon Barber. And this week he had us listen to something called Stepping into Fear. And he talks about avoidance. He talks about what you avoid only feeds the monster, right? And so every time you avoid something, this monster gets bigger, this pile of overwhelm, I call it. And, the effort that you put forth, whether it's your customer care or your new reach outs or whatever, if you keep avoiding that, if you just keep putting it off and you don't do it, you're just feeding that monster and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And then what happens? You freeze or you just don't do anything, right? That's what I do. I catch myself in that moment frequently. You know, I get fearful. It's 4 months down the road, and here I have 5 new orders that are about to ship out again to these customers that I didn't talk to since the first time. I'm worried about getting embarrassed. I'm worried about not being seen as a professional, all these things, right? And so I just shut down and freeze. And and then what happens? Then you have to go back and they're like, oh, I didn't want the order to ship out. And then, the vicious cycle, that huge monster, right? And all that effort that could have been put in ahead of time doesn't have to be overwhelmed at the end, right? And so what you resist persists, and it will grow into something big and overwhelming. So, this is very applicable to us and doing our business. It is to me anyway. And so, creating small little habit changes, like we're talking about in Atomic Habits, it's vital. It makes meaningful change. And so when you start to create these tiny little changes in what you do on your day-to-day, you're going to create a whole new identity with yourself. And I want to talk about that for just another 1 minute or two here. Behavior change is identity change. You might start a habit because of motivation, but the only reason you're going to stick with it, just like when we go to conference, I get inspired and motivated, but the only reason you stick with it is because it becomes part of your identity. So what do we have to do? I'm going to give you an example here. You have to decide the type of person you want to be, and then you have to prove it to yourself with small wins. So the goal is not to read a book. The goal is to become a reader. The goal is not to run a marathon. The goal is to become a runner. And the more you repeat this behavior, the more you reinforce the identity, right? And so imagine if you just go around telling yourself, I'm terrible with directions. I'm not a morning person. I'm horrible at math. The longer you have these habits and this negative self-talk, it's harder to change. So, this is a big feedback loop. Your habits shape your identity shapes your habits. No single action is going to change you, but those multiple small wins that you do day to day and not feed that big monster in the back room will make a big difference. It's not about littering your life with all these little life hacks. I'm going to floss my teeth tonight. I'm going to do this tonight. I'm going to start brushing my teeth twice a day, whatever it is. It's not about having something, it's about doing something, about becoming someone. So change your habits, change your identity, and don't feed the monster.
Wow. Amy. Okay. For years, I've always said what you resist will persist. How many of us sometimes get angry and we stuff it? Oh, because we can't allow to be angry. But if we don't express that in a constructive way, what you resist will persist. But what Brandon is teaching us is that not only will it persist, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So thank you for that, Amy. That was so good. All right, guys, I know we're running late, but this is so important. Those of you that want to stay on, Kathy Schlund is going to take us into juiceplus.com and show you again, where is your personal website that you can start sending people that will take them directly to our new Juice Plus website, which is fabulous. And then she's going to show you how to set up a cart. So go ahead, Kathy.
Okay, so Terry is already logged in. And so up in the upper right-hand corner, she's going to go to her partner page. And when you do that, you will see that your public partner pages and what it is. And if you don't like it, you can work with the company to change that. So that's all easy enough, but you just go up into the upper right-hand corner and see where your name is after you've logged in as a partner. You click here, you click to partner page, and you're done. You're there. You see exactly what it says there.
So
Okay?
Kathy, then I could just send a message to someone that I'm talking to and tell them to go to terryluongo.juiceplus.com, right?
That
And
is
it'll
correct.
take them right to my personal web page.
Correct. And if you're not, if you want to change it to something different, they will give you suggestions that you can use, and then you'll just update it. I would only do that once when you're setting up what it is that you want as your web address for your Juice Plus and your Juice Plus / Tower Garden pages.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
The next thing is we were going to shop. So let's just place a Juice Plus order now. Okay. And if you don't have if it's a brand new customer, you're just going to put in her name, and that's Susie, and her last name is Q. And let's put in her phone number. And her email address. And let's just call it Susie Q. And what's really important about this is how many times you're going to be finding your customer in the future. So it's really important that you have this. But let's just, and it's also going to be important if you are going to load a cart and send it to someone. So we're going to send it to one, and she lives at 1234. Let's use this one right here. As you notice that as I was putting it in, it is actually gives you some options based on true email, or excuse me, postal codes. So let's go. I'm their partner. Next. This is where you're going to be able to find all the different items that you are going to order. So we're just going to do a real quickie. They're going to get a trio. Oh, let's just go ahead and give them a quad. All right. And so now that we've picked it and everything else, we're going to review the order. And so I know I'm kind of going fast, but you can play with it. It'll be easy enough. And so there's a difference either. If you have their checkout, you have their credit card information and everything, you can click here to check out. Otherwise, you click on share cart, and that is going to, her cart is ready. Now, you can do it one of two ways. If you're doing this on your phone, you can just copy the link and text it to them. Also, if you're on your phone or here, you could email them this. And and there's also the WhatsApp. You can do any one of those three. And I am not going to do that right now because I'm not going to send it to susieq@gmail.com.
And then Kathy, all they need to do is put in their own credit card information, right?
That is correct. They'll get an email and it has the information there. They just click on the link and they can do two things. This is one of the things. They can change their order if they choose to. Maybe you've talked to them in the meantime and they're going to add some shakes, maybe, or anything else. They can change their order. If you've gotten something spelled wrong, they can fix that, and then they can just put in their own credit card information.
Okay, it's not that hard, guys. We just have to get used to doing it. All right, my darlings, I want you to keep thinking about how we could provide our customers with experience, great experience. Don't be afraid to share. Congratulations to everybody that's had just an amazing month. We have Qualifiers Day this month. You can put orders in on February 1st and have it rolled back into January business if you need that. And I just want to leave you with this thought. We are all rising up. It's an exciting new season. And my prayer and my wish for you is that each and every one of you has this, it's what I call the click. It's the aha moment. I want you guys all to have that aha moment when you recognize and realize with every fiber of your being that you are so deserving of these accomplishments, that you're so deserving of the desires of your heart, that you're so deserving of whatever it is that you want to be, do, and have. for no other reason, my friends, that each and every one of you, you're just quite simply worth it. Okay. Peace and blessings. See you next Monday night. Oh, so yes, good night. All right.